Welcome to First Fridays. Another day in paradise. And we finally found the spring, even though there was a winter shower yesterday. Couple of things. We're having some amazing poets and musicians perform tonight for you. Before that, I would like to introduce Angie. Where is she? Who is our producer for the North Beach Festival. So that you guys know, there's going to be a stage over there dedicated to First Fridays Poets Stage, which goes back to the inception of the North Beach Festival. In 1954 through 58, there was a Poets Corner. We are now going to dedicate a whole stage to poetry and poets. Angie, is she here?
Hello, everybody. I'm quite honored to be producing this year's North Beach Festival again. I know I shouldn't just. I'm trying to yeah, I can lower it. So I'm the founder of Sunset Mercantile. We started off in the Sunset District creating festive and family-friendly, community-focused and small business-focused events, and it's kind of spread through the city. We've been able to partner with lots of different neighborhoods to create community events, and North Beach Festival is the ultimate North Beach community event, and we're super excited to relaunch it again this year, June 15th and 16th. We're expanding, besides the 9 blocks that it's been for several years, we're expanding up Stockton towards Washington Square, so we're adding 1 or 2 more blocks. There'll be tons of great food, tons of great artists and makers. We're celebrating the 70th anniversary, so very excited. Thanks to Dan's dad.
In the United States, anywhere, right here on Grand Avenue.
So we're gonna have some really great things going on. Hope you can come and join us. Thank you.
Now, Jessica Lewis, our amazing producer organizer.
Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to Jessica Lewis Poetry Series at Macchiarini Creative Design, North Beach First Friday. We have a good lineup tonight, as usual, and beautiful weather and sunlight for the next half of the year. Anyhow, I think I will begin the evening with, well, first of all, thank you to David Zeiss for always doing a great job with the sound. Thank you to Macchiarini Creative Design. Thank you to Colin, who has been coming here every month for the past 2.5 years to record the readings for Alcatraz Radio. So you can see the whole series of the readings on Alcatraz Radio. And so with that, I would like to introduce the first poet, who is in the first edition of Apothecra, which is the magazine or journal of the Coit Tower poets that is published through Golden Sardine. And he actually made ceviche there last night, and he is in that first issue of Apothecra. Please welcome Jack Nancy.
I am Jack. This is called So the Carnival Does Not Crash. Bikini Jesus of the red hanger, come down, you manger. You're not meant to be up there. You poet, come down. You're a box for living things, cows, farm animals. Picking up lines from the half-head gone, ripping off sweaters from the should-be dead, not knowing how to clean them. Watering the plastic lawn, looking fancy in the old loser den. Literature's the last gasp at bank robbery then. Westward expansion drove a few centuries insane. I have nothing to say about Jenner, the Palisades, or Crescent City. It's mostly locked in now. So I say, thieve your gay pages, chase poems like an ostrich, acknowledge your neck, peck your books, you coward. Lift and lift until you've convinced yourself you're no longer some other faggot's robber baron. And as I lay my head, tragically, poetry is farce. I'm sure most poems are born in taxicabs, disorganized blankets, bad breath at birth, or in rebirth cut out of a bruised sky. This is called For the Birds, which is a rip from a Norm Macdonald joke. for the birds. Kick down great highway, people leaned up on bird waste. Look at sea things, say to gulls, what have you found out there in the ocean? Skip down great highway, beg you gulls, you there, windsocks, gulls who speak. Beyond the horizon, what does your gull beak see? The sea does not change, no not with who you reason the trees and hair are Poe and parts and Baudelaire. Limp down great highway, lumped, you're obsessed with the sea. I prefer gulls to slumps on steering wheel honking at crows great highway, at gulls great highway, at perverts and perverts great highways great highway. Bobby Sands starved to death on a sand dunes great highway. I'm definitely not going to go over 7 minutes, Jessica.
Better not.
This is called Manhattan Big Fat Fancy. Manhattan Big Fat Fancy, cement dandy, halal daisy, sidewalk marigold, knockoff daffodil, hydrangea schizophrenia, 20 million rose petals at the whims of the wind. Stupid steeples, I'm running away again. It was nice to see you. I can't touch your porcelain. You old lover, you shine, old friend, can only come through you on trains, come up for air, cigarette now then. Up the Hudson, Sunoco sun rays, kiss dead trees blind, me, driving on winding on New York, you pull my loins, you old lover, you shine, I won't ever win. Back to San Francisco then in 2 days' time. Jessica told me to read someone else's poem, so this is
It's National Poetry Month.
Yeah, it's National Poetry Month.
At the beginning, so I was encouraging people to read a poem by someone else, a poem that they love, or by a poet that they love.
You don't have to snap your fingers. That was done here at the place because they were afraid of the police raiding it. You can actually clap here.
Like Jeb Bush said, please clap. This is Charles Olson. Scott Bird turned me on to him. It's the University of California Press, his collected poems, or selected poems. It's called Move Over. Merchants of sea and of finance, smash the plate glass window. The dead face is the true face of Washington, New York a misery, but north and east the carpenter obeyed topography. As a hand addresses itself to care of plants and a sense of proportion, the house is put to the earth. Though peopled with haunts, New England, move over to let the death blow in. The unmanned or the transvest, dressed in beard and will, the capillary. 7 years with the wrong man, 7 years of tristis and vivulation, and I looked up to see a toad, and the boy said, I crushed one, and its blood is green. Green is the color of my true love's green, despite New England is, despite her merchants and her morals.
Go.
All right, last one. It's very short. This is called I Should Have Been a Cow. I should have been a cow. Still I'd be a difficult cow. Difficult flies would fly around difficult hoofs. Wind would whine, but I'd stay still. Rain would fall, but I'd be still. But time would pass, and I'd not stay put. The grass I'd eat, but I'd be sad. So maybe I should not have been a cow at all. But oh, cows look peaceful and still pain. Better understand the flies and wind. Just close their eyes, never bothered by rain. Thank you. Thank you, Jessica and Macchiarini.
Thank you, Jack Nancy.
Yeah.
So I'm proud to introduce the next poet, who I've known for many years, and she has been a lot of inspiration and support to me. And I would like to welcome Judith on Bernhardt.
All right.
Thank you. Well, Jessica asked me to read another poet as well, and who could I choose? Neely. I chose a poem of Neely's from The Canyon Outward, one of his more popular books. It references Neely's love of nature and his love of California. This one is called Big Sur. Where the coast is wildly at peace and far beyond time, The trees and shrubs are profuse. A creek runs there and meets the ocean. The body finds its way to the mind. When the body goes, so goes the coast. So goes the canyon, yet the gulls still fly. The language of salt and sand and tidal pond still twine. I hold every question like a candle and hike deep down the path. In my mind, here the grass rustles in the breeze. All possibilities drift, and we are free.
Oh, yeah.
This is a seasonal effort. It's called Signs of Spring. As spring approaches, the air softens. Streets fill with people seeking friendship and light. Hand in hand, their eyes open wide. Lovers stand together, looking at each other with joy and wonder. Fathers and sons, mothers and daughters, people with no children at all, laugh at the antics of toddlers. These are the days of hope and renewal. Cruelty is left behind as daffodils break open the crumbled, chilly dirt. And through an open window, you hear Louis Armstrong thinking to himself, what a wonderful world. Many of you know that Byron and I recently made a trip to the East Coast. It was a trip to see family and celebrate a wedding. And one of the places we went was Parsippany, New Jersey. And I just fell in love with the name. I wanted immediately to write a poem about Parsippany. And so this is what I got. Oh, Parsippany. The people who gave the party in Parsippany were not parsimonious. The event was, in fact, quite luxurious and harmonious. A wedding celebration packed with relatives and friends. It was the perfect opportunity for reconciliation and amends. We danced and ate, and we savored all your sweet delights, your well-dressed citizen, and your suburban starry nights. Oh, Parsippany, Parsippany, we love you. There are no surfer boys on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. There are vintage clothing stores and places that call themselves cafes, but they are what we call restaurants. There are some Tony art galleries with well-dressed women sitting at desks in front of paintings a lot like Basquiat's. There are no paintings of beaches or geometrical sun-soaked landscapes, anything like Diebenkorn's Ocean Park. There's graffiti and you look at it and wonder how in the hell it got there, but that's the same as graffiti everywhere. There are no pastel stucco buildings with bougainvillea cascading down their sides and no improbably cheery red tile roofs. There are stately brownstones with wrought iron handrails next to steps that lead to equally stately front doors. There are no beach denizens wearing faded baggies and obscure t-shirts with loose necks and frayed sleeves. There are pale-faced city dwellers in topcoats and snug knitted hats, cutting a path through slow movers. There are no slouchy slackers with big shoulders and sun-bleached hair. So it's all very different there. And finally, as another offering for Poetry Month, I chose one that many of you will know. It's a famous poem, and it's a good one, and it perhaps better than I have will point out the difference between the East and the West. It's called Poem. It's by Frank O'Hara. Lana Turner has collapsed. I was trotting along and suddenly it started raining and snowing, and you said it was hailing, but hailing hits you on the head hard. So it was really snowing and raining, and I was in such a hurry to meet you, but the traffic was acting exactly like the sky. And suddenly I see a headline. Lana Turner has collapsed. There's no snow in Hollywood. There's no rain in California. I have been to lots of parties and acted perfectly disgraceful, but I never actually collapsed. Oh, Lana Turner, we love you. Get up.
Once again, Judith on Bernard. And the driverless cars. So now we will have a little bit of music from Jeff DeZera and Justin Worcester.
Put your hands together for Jessica Luz, ladies and gentlemen, please. Come on, yeah. He deserves a lot of credit for curating and Macchiarini Mercantile, of course, for having. I realize that poetry is the feature here, so thanks for hanging out and listening to us. My name is Jeff DeZera. This is my friend Justin Wooster.
How you doing?
When the night comes, you're someone who I can't get out of my head. There is nothing that I wouldn't do just to hold you again. And I think of the things I have done and mistakes I have made. That's when everything starts to unravel and I slowly fade. Walked up the hill to the park, lost her smokes 'cause it was dark. I found a second I could tell you, 'cause I thought I could see through you. That's when you took me to the station. That's why I started negotiations. There were long conversations and flowers I sent with my name. And I tried to convince you, but I knew it wasn't the same. And the times that I tried to, I knew all the plans you had made. Who am I to deny you the cards that you've already played? Dropped you a note in the mail, felt the raindrops turn to hail, and took a hammer to my soul as dreams of diamonds turn to coal. There's no escaping the isolation. That's why I started negotiations. That's why I started. Thanks.
Oh, think of her first. Never really more than it hurts. To say her name. That's how I am. 'Cause I am a man of my word. Every day it causes me pain. Every day that she's away. Every day. Say her name. She slips and I fall, taking it all. The stars don't seem to look the same. Burning it bright, awake every night. It's just that it's hard to feel this way. The night she couldn't stay. So every day I say her name. I wait for tomorrow 'cause it's easier this way. I try to deny it, but it's just another day. It's cold and it's dark. Now here we are. It's been so long under her spell. The things that we said matter today because there's so much more to tell. Every day that she's away, think of the night she couldn't stay. Every day I say her name. Every day I say her name. Every day I say her name.
Thanks again. Thank you, Jessica, for letting us. Thank you. It's been a long time since I've done it first Fridays, and it means a lot to me. So, and to do this, those of you who know me know how special this is. So, thank you. I know it's hard to believe that I wanted to take the train tonight. So stay and see a new side of me as I travel alone through the city lights. And hey, on a dark and cloudy day, when we can't find the words to say, we will find another way. Well, I'm not trying to change you, I'm just trying to understand, 'cause it's it's a strange emotion, and I'm an ordinary man. Babe, you know I wish you were mine, but I'm healing this heart from this dream that died. So stay and see you look in my eyes, and at least we can say that we tried and tried. And hey, on a dark and clouded day, when we can't find the words to say, we will find another way. Well, I'm not trying to change you, I'm just trying to understand, 'cause it's a strange emotion, and I'm an ordinary man. Well, I'm an ordinary man. I'm an ordinary man.
Thank you. Thanks for having us. Thank you, Jessica. Thank you, Macchiarini Mercantile. I'm Jeff Desira. It's my friend Justin Wooster. Thanks a lot. Aaron Peskin.
Thank you, Jeff Desira and Justin Worcester, once again. Next, a special guest, a woman who has been here to North Beach to experience the poetry culture that we have here like 3 times in the past year and a half, and she really loves it. And she comes to all the events and has started her own poetry readings and parties in Canada, inspired by North Beach. Please welcome Kate Felton. She's going to read a short poem for us.
Oh my God. Hi, North Beach. This is so amazing. Thanks so much, Jessica. I really appreciate it. Actually, I had some friends come out tonight to hear me, so it's so exciting. Okay, she said a minute, so here's a minute. On the edge. In a world without a desk, it rains lexicons every day. Floods words into the street, decor of upside-down symbols, protest signs, and gloved hands. Statisticians calculate the demon graphic variety so marketers may manifest as masses and campfire hippies glow gluttonous in projected light. It all burns down my humanity. Inverse gestures of Babylon babble, rumored untruths Twitter, jingled brains. We do not see the train as it barrels down on our burlesque hovels. Princes build castles above tree-lined avenues where bimbos bask in sunshine, locks sturdy against gilded doors, fastened against fated, famed future. Past the tipping point, toward a renewed abyss, no direction toward salvation, in cavernous consumption, death awaits with a crocodile smile.
Thank you. That was Kate Felton. And now the next poet is also, just like Jack Nancy, the first poet, is also in Apothecary magazine. And I heard him read at the magazine reading. And I really liked his reading. And he is also one of the curators of the City Lights poetry series for First Friday, which is at 5 o'clock. It's the beginning of the poetry walk for the North Beach First Friday now. So please welcome Carlos Quinteros III.
Thanks, Jessica. Speaking of which, I didn't see any of you there. No, I'm joking. All right. So I'm going to do the same. I'm going to read a poem by Ed Roberson from The New Wing of the Labyrinth. It's called Critical Condition. The entire surface of my body is missing. In the sense, the entire surface of my body is missing. Touch with that body of someone else's in the world. At the moment, it feels that total a missing, the absence by which you have no body, are disembodied through the absence of touching a body. This isn't healthy, for lack of that kiss. If I lose it, said to me that I am loved, lost with all the lesser connective pertinences and news. I lose a tongue to the world and ears, if except for locational and ambient noise, am deaf and dumb. I am missing my senses. If consciousness is connection, I am in a coma, for lack of the kiss of in touch. Alright, and I kind of screwed myself reading Ed Roberson first, but alright. This is called Winter Mother. Tears melting off the cheeks of my lovers become my mother. Tiptoeing barefoot through a hibernating forest, the growling in her stomach wakes the bears, stairs chew through flesh, flossing their teeth with her nerves. Tears become mother, buckling into a crouch, sobbing over a pile of embers, her arms too weak to lift the axe. A younger version of her hands grips the wooden handle and steadies the log in place. A huff and a heave, a stumbling swing, B-L-O-O-D, silently spelling itself out onto the snow. Mother did not scream, mother froze. Thank you. This is called Class Notes number 2. Glottals stop, corrupted throats, spitting fictitious fricatives, authoritative linguistics, kill, lo, ni, lol, combat, mass occurs, terrain, terrain, terrain. Storm clouds, buzzwords, kettle screaming, liquid reaction, damning language, mending bricolage before our time is, finding new joys through suffering eyes. You've chopped off our hands and now you want our tongues. This is still a farm, dust, seeds, crops, dig, plant, pick, a lifetime robbery, forcing bodies into systemic pretzels, bending and twisting for wallets, ID, credit cards, business cards, family photos, coke, pills, money, mercy, all at once. This is called Oil Stains of America. Deadland dirt, smokestacks, tobacco plants, industrial thunder, slaughterhouse hunger, raining brick and mortar, libertine factories, hangman morals, backbone laid train tracks, tombstones in the middle of the road, murals, bloody babies, innocents play dead, shooting through doors, progress with no motor. America's whip needs an oil change. No, America needs to stop killing its mechanics. I got one last one. Kind of, I don't know, impromptu. You know lunch poems? Well, this is register poems. Riding the world bareback, racing with stolen horses, spotless sunshine, blinding eagles, flying to the moon where the air is deadly or dead. I'm a cowboy killer. I'm a sentry plant, an obstacle in the fate of men, a natural knife, crying blood, self-defense, or is it peace through violence? Or whatever it is, it lets me sleep safe at night when the cowards attack, when the gods hide, and the stars are left to answer prayers. Thank you.
All right then, let's hear it for Carlos Quinteros III. Woo! That was great. And the next poet, who many of you are probably very familiar with, is K.R. Morrison, who is also a sailor and a drummer.
Jessica, thank you for having me. I love this reading and I love being here. Happy Poetry Month, everybody. I didn't plan on this, but I have two poems with a different way of looking at the word mother. And in the spring and everything, why not? It works. And then I'm going to close with a poet that I love very dearly. Also, I have a book for sale. It's old. I won't be reading from it, but if you like poems, it's $13. It's called Fertile Gods. Inside a mother who buries her dead child is a fifth world war. In her womb, a submarine tank fed up with blue oceans. Somewhere in the swim of her grief is a great white lined with 300 arrowheads, death daggers. On each one she carves a symbol for every assault, every loss, every back pain haunted by a war story. Soundtracked by way too much love, jobs without end. When a mother is here for her child's first breath, then summoned to witness its last, gurgling in blood by man bombs, poets like me wonder, when in that sickening and sacred burden did she become one of the gods? When a mother is here, she must become a woman outside of herself for fertility, for the cleanup, blood falling down her cheeks while we all bask in her apparitions. She ages into a splendid cactus blooming buffalo gourds. From the weeping she ingests, swallows for herself, for the basement, grief beneath her fingernails because always she endures in jackets without pockets. There's a mistake there. There's a place inside her between the tears and the cactus. In there, her spirit builds new living rooms stocked with battle axes and bloody hoovers. She stuffs her tears in aerial bombs for the daughter pilots. Different way of looking at mother. And I'm reading this at every event for Poetry Month because we need more divine feminine right now. It's called Blood Mother. In every poet's mirror, there is Blood Mother. Kalima, furious red nests weaved by life cycles. From dark nights, lost fractures jump, searching for bones. Where words grow skeletons from fire rain, where the dead hijack the lungs of a sestina, where lover ghosts transform into crime scene imagery, locked in guillotines greased in elegy, sundered into rhythmic manifesto, the poet reflects on synonyms for sever as Mr. Crime Scene, he begs for his mercy. In every poet's mirror, there is a furious woman, her compassion parched. Girls who cling to toxic couplets, love that's dead. They wonder why there's scarlet rivers between their thighs, why they're trapped in womb cramps. Inside all poets, Blood Mother creates new runes for the rebirth. She carves sigils down matrika backs. From the flesh of his stomach bursts Gorgon swords, hungry for a good war. All his sneaky snakes, his head finally is the one at risk. In every poet's mirror, there is Chamunda, a new mythology, feral and free-writing, ready for the great fracture, ready to castrate wartime operations, ready to liberate. Poet Mother recalibrates. In every poet's mirror, there is Blood Mother, her wild refusal, her fertile fire, ready for divine feminine's take back. Last but not least, Some of you may know him, some of you may not. I'm going to read a poem by Mr. Charlie Getter. Let's see if I can do this right, though. If you believe in science, which I do, when it's convenient, you will know that everything is information. And eventually, any information that can be transmitted will be replicated. Of course, no transmission is perfect, so no duplication can ever be. Crazy rich people will soon be making little Elons. Complete with the DNA and memories of that style of bus. And when Elon #1 chokes on his brioche, they will all sue each other or fight in cages to see who gets to be the primary Musk. But each Musk will be a little bit off, so follow your nose.
That was K.R. Morrison. And I'm going to read a couple of poems. I will start out with a poem by Neely Tchaikovsky called The Length. It is the cruel of the ocean, not what you see, the cruel solitude, the inevitable loss. It is the land in your reverie, the length of it, the loss you taste, the feel of the words as they form in what is called the heart. This is a poem of mine called Straw. What about the sky? She wears a big straw hat. Imagine her small star cloud. And what about the hat? She wears a small straw cloud. So picture the big star sky. Oh, what about the cloud? She has a small sky hat. Go look at her big straw star. The cradle. The poem comes from within me. That is why I can't come out. My daddy sings gobbledygook for beer and black olives, so the words can take the me only. Where the horse can carry me. I am not a mountain, only a mirror. This stage, he is red. He has big shoes on the corner with no teeth. He holds up a wig, designs a cheek. The paint might scare the children. He can't juggle balloon animals, kill the fish. Gum is 5 cents. Each pantomime struggles. Roses from torn sleeves fall into an empty cabaret. He honks his nose, sits on a busted chair, takes it off with cold cream. It isn't his job anymore. And, this is called Drop D for Derek. that I just finished this poem recently about my friend Derek Fairchild, who played in the duo Drop D. Very excellent musicians, and so anyway, Drop D for Derek. It was persimmon season. The succulent fruit hangs on its branches ready, waiting in a Mediterranean autumn. It was Kate's birthday. A lagoon in Belvedere. Benny's polyrhythms rise from earth, enveloping air. Your totem pelicans choreograph a dance. Their wings sway, your friends sway, dancing on the dock's edge. They land in water. There are sausages and wine. You sing Isis, slide your steel guitar. This silent splash of sound. That magical night, your last performance. Fire! Where is the smoke? The embers of the flame. It was persimmon season. Then you were gone. So now we're going to close it out with a little Jerry Farrell.
This is Pretty Boy Floyd.
By Woody Guthrie.
By Woody Guthrie. I met a guy who ran whiskey for Pretty Boy Floyd.
Hey Dave, turn it up a little. Jerry, get closer to the mic.
Hey, turn up. Well, come gather round me, people, and a story I will tell about Pretty Boy Floyd, the outlaw. Oklahoma knew him well. He was in the town of Shawnee on a Saturday afternoon. His wife beside him in a wagon. He's in the town they rode. Their deputy sheriff approached him in a manner rather rude, using vulgar words of language so his wife could overhear. Well, Pretty Boy grabbed his log chain when the deputy pulled his gun, and in the fight that followed, he laid that deputy down. So he took to the trees and the timber to lead a life of shame. Every crime in Oklahoma, they simply added to his name. He was in Oklahoma City. It was on a Christmas day. Came a whole carload of groceries and a letter that did say, well, you say that I'm the outlaw. You say that I'm the thief. Well, here's a Christmas dinner for your family's own relief. Well, after this roar, well, after this life I ramble. I've seen lots of funny men. Some will rob you with a 6-gun, and some with a fountain pen. But as through this life you ramble, As through the slimy road, you never see the outlaw driving people from their home. Okay, this is take this hammer, and it's a lead belly tune, and he was the only guy to sing his way out of the joint. He used to play the governor's parties, and the last thing the governor did before leaving office was to pardon lead belly. And the story is, of course, his name was Ledbetter, and the story is he was singing in some place, and some guy came in and shot him in the stomach, and Leadbelly finished the tune, and then did the guy in with his guitar. We used to call him Leadbelly. Take this hammer, Captain, this old hammer, Captain. It's all heaven, Captain. Tell 'em I'm gone, boy. Tell 'em I'm gone. If he asks you, was I running? Lord, if he asks you, was I running? If he asks you, was I running? Tell 'em I'm blind, boys. Tell 'em I'm blind. Heavy as you. Was I laughing? Lordy, yes, you. Was I laughing? Heavy as you. Was I laughing? Tell 'em I was crying, boys. Tell 'em I was crying.
Oh yeah.
Cause it's all hammer, I killed John Henry. This old hammer, he killed John Henry. This old hammer, killed John Henry. Won't kill me, boy, and it won't kill me. So take this hammer, the captain, this old hammer. Captain, this 9-pound hammer, Captain, tell 'em I'm gone, boy, and tell 'em I'm gone. This 9-pound hammer done killed Don Henry. And this old hammer killed Don Henry. Oh, this old hammer killed Don Henry. Won't kill me, boy, and it won't kill me. Sing it. Yeah. Take this hammer, take this gun, this old and this all ham. Tell 'em I'm gone, and tell 'em I'm gone. This is 1920s New Orleans Blind Willie Johnson, and he was a Bible singer on the streets. Way down in my soul, you make me happy. You make me happy. You make me happy. Way down in my soul. Have you heard the story of Samson and Delilah?
Yo,
Tell us, Derek. Way down yonder in the ancient time lived the strongest man on earth. He killed 10,000 Philistines with the jawbone of an ass. He had religion. He had religion. He had religion. Way down in their soul. Delilah got down on her knees. Said, tell me where your strength lies, if you please. Samson said, take a knife in your little hand, cut off my hair, I'll just be just an ordinary man.
oh yeah.
So she plied him with wine, and when he got drunk and passed out, she cut off his hair. They even put out his eyes, tied a millstone round his neck to work him to death in the mill house. So he worked night and day and night, under the lash, till his hair grew back and his strength returned. 'Cause he had religion. He had religion. He had religion. Way down in his soul. He said, if I had my way, I would tear this building down. And he had religion. He had religion. He had religion. So it all came tumbling down. And it made him happy. Made him happy. Made him happy. Way down in there. Well, I got a Bible in my home. I got a Bible in my home. I don't read, my soul be lost. Nobody's fault but mine. Lord, nobody's fault but mine. 'Cause my mom, she taught me how to read. Mom, she taught me how to read. I don't read my soul will. Nobody's home but my. Nobody's home but my. Hell, sister, she helped me to live. Sister, help me to live alone. I don't read my soul alone. Nobody's home but my. Nobody's home but my.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming. And the audience is the greatest part of all of this. In addition to all the great poets who have read tonight and great musicians who have played, and every time we have this every month for the past 3.5 years. 4 years even. So yeah, it's great, and thank you to Dan Macchiarini and Macchiarini Creative Design and all the people that work here who are really lovely, and to Colin once again and David for doing the sound, and et cetera, but mostly to all of you for being here and supporting this as part of North Beach First Friday and the poetry community in this neighborhood. And, et cetera, et cetera.